Greetings YouTube, this is the Retro Old Guy here, and today I want to show you my solitaire game I wrote for the Commodore 64 back in 1986, which was also my last year in college. This is a variant of the Scorpion Solitaire game and was written entirely in BASIC. I uploaded this game to Quantum Link back in the day, but don't know if it ever survived anywhere after Quantum Link went offline. So anyway, let's get started and load the game. Here is a quick listing for you. It is 189 lines of basic code, including the REM statements. In actuality, there are roughly 450 executable lines of code in this program. Okay, let's get started and play a game here. Alright, you're presented with the title screen and a choice of if you want to view the instructions or not. And the instruction page is a quick overview of the game. I won't read them to you, I'll just demonstrate. But you control the cards using basically the cursor keys, the space bar, and the S key. Okay, we'll get our game started. After shuffling the cards, it lays out the cards in 7 rows. And you can see I'm just using the Commodore's built-in graphics and colors here. You use the cursor keys to move the pointer. It will wrap around the screen. And here's a quick playing tip. If you want to win, you need to get those cards turned over and into play. So always try to make intelligent moves to get the next face down card turned over while playing the game. Okay, at this point I'll speed it up and show you the gameplay. It works just as well fast as slow, and you'll be able to see how the game is played and what the objective is. Okay, here we go. You can see right off the bat I was able to expose one of the face down cards. Using the cursor keys, you move around and you put the pointer right under the card you want to select, and then you can move the pointer to the row where you want it to go. The objective here is essentially to build the cards from king to ace in sequential order by suit. So you do that by selecting a card from anywhere in the stack, and you move, it has to be the next sequential card on the end of where you're moving it to. And you can see I've already managed to turn over 5 of the face down cards. So I'm doing really well here. Anytime you open up a free column, you can put a king on the space, and only a king. You can see when you select a card that the entire row after that card is going to go with it to the new destination. Okay, well I've got all the cards exposed now, so it's looking really good. It should just be a matter of making all the moves to get them in sequence now. To get to the standby pile, you press the S key and then the arrows to move around and the space bar to pick up the cards. Now this game will just keep playing until you decide to quit. There is no AI in there that will give you a hint or tell you that there are no more moves. That's all up to you. I could have done that, but it wouldn't be a real solitaire game if it was going to do all the work for you. I originally designed this game based on how someone had taught me how to play it. A few months after I finished this game, I bought a book about card games and solitaire and learned that there are actually 12 face down cards at the beginning instead of 9, and that the standby pile is dealt all at once instead of select it as needed. But I think the game plays just fine as it is. Alright, it looks like I am going to win here, so you will get to see and hear the winning screen. The sound here is not that great. I'm not really a musician, so I think the sound effects were just found in various magazines and such of the day, and I just programmed them in. I was kind of into outer space back then, so you're going to hear a little bit of an outer space noise here in just a few seconds. Okay, well that is just incredible that I won that game while I happen to be doing this recording. When you're finished, of course, you can either play again or exit. Now I want to show you real quick the other game, which was just called Scorpion. This is actually a compiled version of the Scorpion game using the Abacus compiler. And it takes your basic code and then it compiles it into what it calls P code, or some kind of machine language, which will let it all run very quickly. And you can see here, when you run it, everything is a little bit snappier, more responsive, although the basic game plays just fine. It did tend to kind of ruin the sound effects except for the beep because of the timing loops for the sound, but I wasn't about to go fix it. It worked well enough as is. Thank you. Okay, well that concludes the presentation of my Scorpion Solitaire game. Let me know what you think by leaving a comment. If there's enough interest, I'll see about trying to make it available for download somewhere. I wouldn't charge anything for it, but tell me, do you think I could have made a few bucks on this back in the day? Anyway, in closing, I have a rare photo of my computer desk from 1986. This is the computer I actually wrote the game on. The desk is complete with a dot matrix printer, and if you look closely, you will see GEOS running on the screen. This, naturally, was in my parents' basement. Don't worry though, I don't still live with my parents. I moved out in 1988 when I got my first real adult job. Anyway, again, thanks for watching. See you next time, and I'm out.